Good morning. This is going to be just a quick note for my lifelong learning friends with some thoughts that I'm having as I'm beginning to fill in the links in my webbed history. I've already taken the first several chapter lectures, which were already helpfully broken down into bite-sized chunks because I was using a PowerPoint deck to present the content to my students. And I've made each one of those slides into a page in this new web. And the next step after that was to double bracket every term that I want to explain to students or that I want to expand upon. And some of these, probably most, will end up getting their own pages. I'm breaking the website into several folders for narrative, pages, primary sources, and the glossary or topic index that will contain all of these additional explanatory pages that I'm adding. And going forward, once I get a chapter and its sources all put together, which will happen each week as I progress through the course, then I'm going to go through each of the links that I added and decide whether to make a page for that idea or just add an external link. The idea is that I don't add a page for. We'll have a little arrow designating that if the reader follows that hyperlink, they'll be leaving the local web and going out to the World Wide Web. And I found that as I add each new index page, I'm creating another bunch of links that I also need to fill in. And now, since the idea is not to have any empty nodes, as I do in my regular Obsidian Vault for things that I think I may want to go back and research in the future as kind of reminders, that's not what I'm doing in this. This is supposed to provide all the information that my reader is looking for. So this is going to take some dedication, making sure that I'm closing all the loops that I open each time I do this. One thing that I haven't quite figured out how to do yet is to make the Obsidian publish graph do colors. And maybe that's not even possible. It would be nice if it was, though, because then my readers would be able to see what I can see. Part of the point of putting the primary sources and the index items and the narrative pages each into a different folder is that then that allows me to set the folders as paths for grouping the nodes into different colors. Right now, I'm using green for narrative, blue for the index, glossary, and orange for the primary sources. And each of these nodes in the graph will grow in size as there are more links attached to each node. And that should help the readers to find sources or index items that are important, at least in the sense of popping up frequently and being mentioned a lot. Of course, they'll be free also to look at the lesser linked ideas, and maybe they'll find some things of interest there as well. So these are the very early stages of this. I've just begun working on it over this weekend, but I'm liking it, and I hope other people will as well. So that's all for now. Thanks for listening. I'll see you again very soon.